Hey everyone, this is Dylan, and today we're going to be doing a part 2 to my extreme Shout Factory, Scream Factory sale. So this was the unannounced sale, and between the time that I filmed the first Shout Factory Extreme sale video, we did find out what all was happening and why everything was on such a steep discount. So basically, they kind of are going out of business, but they're going out of the direct-to-consumer business. So they have decided, Shout Factory, Scream Factory has decided that they are going to have like their direct-to-consumer platform be integrated with Gruv. So gruv.com, and so they're like the universal branch of their direct-to-consumer, like Universal Studios type of thing. So anyway, they have moved over there, and so basically they were kind of liquidating, I guess, what they have on their website as a way to, I don't know, I guess make it less stuff that they have to move over to the warehouse. I'm not 100% sure, like, the reasoning, but I made 4 orders whenever that major sale was going on, and I currently have 2 of those orders have been delivered to me. I just got this one, so this box is absolutely ginormous, and I know the reason why. It did come, interestingly enough, on both sides already pre-opened, so not quite sure what that is about. Probably somebody holding it like this. Let me open it up and let's get right on into it. So I do know why it's so big, and it looks like they're all right here. I don't know. Let's see what they look like first before I'm like, let's open them all. Oh, actually, these are like gift sets. That's okay. So that's not as bad as I thought. So here's the first one. We have the Shout Studios wrap. And so this very first one, I'm not going to be opening up every poster, but as you can see, hopefully, well, it looks like there's going to be a glare, but you should be able to see the image. You just won't be able to see it all together. So I think this is a front and back poster. So I ended up buying, and we'll get to it, 3 of these. And so, with posters, because these were, I believe they were $17.99. So this is really cool. So this is the images from the poster. So this is a slipcover, an extra slipcover that it came with. And so this is not the traditional one, but that is a pretty cool slipcover. And then we have the actual disc with the actual slipcover on it. So that is pretty cool. I had just bought this and one of the other ones that I picked up on Amazon during one of their sales, and I think it was like a buy 2 get 1 free sale, something like that. And I had bought this and another one, and then they had the sale, and I was like, well, what am I doing? I should just get this, and then I can send my Amazon one back, be able to get it with the slipcover, an extra slipcover, and a poster for cheaper than what I paid on Amazon, because I think I paid like $23-ish for it or something like that. That was the first one. Now we have another one here. We've got the Shout paper It's not really tissue paper. It's thicker than tissue paper. So this is the next poster we have. So this is for the movie Ghosts of Mars. This is an upgrade to my collection. This was also about $17. So we have the poster, and then this is the alternative slipcover. Very nice. This is a movie I haven't seen. I had this on Blu-ray from Mill Creek. And so whenever I found out that there was a 4K coming out, I got rid of that one. And so I didn't get around to watching it. But this is John Carpenter's Ghosts of Mars. Very interesting. These fingers, they have like piercings on them. Very interesting choice of piercings. So that's really cool to have. I think I said that I had 4 orders and I only got 2. That's a lie. I've gotten 3 orders from Shout Factory so far, and I'm just waiting on the 4th one to ship. That one did not have, that one was just straight Blu-rays, 4Ks. It didn't have any of these like gift sets or anything like that. So I was actually kind of surprised that this one shipped before that one, since it seems like it would be easier to ship those. But what am I to tell them how to ship their stuff? So more Shout paper. And this is the poster. So this is the last voyage of the Demeter. This was one that I was really interested in watching and then just never got around to it. And then it released on Blu-ray, and it actually got kind of cheap. It was about $10 on Blu-ray, and I kind of held off on picking it up. And then I was like, you know what? Let's get it. And then they had announced that there was going to be a 4K. So I was like, well, guess I'm waiting to get that. So this is the alternative slipcover. I really like these alternative slipcovers. I'm going to have to figure out a way or something to do with them. The only thing I've ever gotten from Shout Factory that I've gotten, or I've used I got a alternative slipcover for, was a long time ago when The Green Inferno came out. They had an autographed Eli Roth slipcover, and it was, I think, like $1 or $2 more than during the pre-order for it compared to the regular one. So I was like, yeah, I'll get that, because I don't really pre-order stuff from Shout Factory. That's why. So here is, well, I'll finish the story in a second, but here is the disc for Last Voyage of the Demeter. So anyway, I wasn't really buying a lot of stuff from Shout Factory. Their prices were really high, and I felt like they didn't have really good sales. So I would really only pick up things here and there when I thought that the price was good, and then it wasn't. And so I was really backed up on things that I needed to order from Shout Factory. And so that's why I ended up spending a lot of money on these orders. But I was like, well, I ended up getting it. I saved money in the long run, pretty much. So this is the next one that I picked up. This is the Drag Me to Hell poster and gift set. So this is the alternative artwork. See, I think this is kind of interesting, but my problem with this is that it does not say Drag Me to Hell on the front. So if you were, I don't know, to display it or whatever, people would be like, what the heck is that? I mean, it does say it on the spine, but I would have liked to have seen it on the actual front. This was the other one that I had purchased from Amazon. This one in particular did not come with the slipcover, but the Wolfman one did. And so I ended up, I hadn't opened either of them, so I ended up returning them. Like I said, I think I spent like $20 to $23 per those, and I think it may have been like 22, 21, something like that. It was cheaper than the $17.99 that I paid for this, plus the extra slipcover, plus the poster. So I thought I was in a pretty good spot. All right, so everything else is wrapped like this. There are like bundles. This seems to be the only thing that is wrapped separately. Not sure why that is, but let's see. And so I guess the game we can play is, does it come with a slipcover or not? Directly from Shout Factory. And so this very first one, this one's been out for a long time, so I wasn't expecting a Shout or a slipcover from it. But this is The Island. This has Michael Caine in it. Not one that I've ever seen, but I have had it on my list of things to get for a while, and now I was able to pick it up. I couldn't tell you the price, but I know that it was cheap. All right, let's look at this stack. All right, so the first one we have is Witchboard. I just watched, I believe that there is a remake of it that just came out this year. I was actually able to watch a advanced screening of it, like a test screening kind of thing, which was pretty cool. So I got to watch this, and now that I have seen the remake, which it wasn't great, I look forward to watching the original to kind of see what it's all about. We also have Beyond the Gates. This one, I remember people really liking this one when it came out. It's like a VHS type, maybe like you know how there used to be a bunch of like VHS games, and so you would put the VHS in there, and then there would be like a dungeon master type of person who would like guide you through the game. And this is kind of what that reminds me of. I don't know if that's exactly what this is about, but I was like, you know what? Everything's on clearance, everything's on sale. Let me pick up the stuff that I was most interested in. Next thing I picked up is something that I had no idea, but it was cheap enough. I was like, yep. So this is called Sawbones. Sawbones. It's clearly about a doctor or something, but I was like, you know what? Let's give this a shot and see if it says the hands of a surgeon and the soul of a madman. Interesting. Guess we'll find out. And then the last one that we have in this bundle is Man of the Year. Now, I really look forward to watching this. I know a lot of people really like this movie. I have never seen it, or I've seen pieces of it, maybe, but I really look forward to checking this one out. So, and you almost can't go wrong with a Robin Williams film. All right, I know one of the things that's in this little bundle. I'm gonna have to save all this paper for when I am selling my own stuff, and I can wrap it up all nice. It is interesting that they I don't know if they're doing it for all of them, because I guess the first set of stuff that I got wasn't wrapped like this. Maybe this is only wrapped like this because it was in with the posters, but it's kind of interesting. Oh, so this actually are not. Well, there's one. So these were like $1 or $2, or 99 cents, I think. So I ordered 1 or 2 of, I think it's 2 of the 4-disc 4K cases. just extra. I have a couple things that I might be able to put in these where the discs are like stacked or something. So I wanted to pick up those. I probably should have picked up more, to be honest, but it is what it is. I also picked up this, which I don't know a ton about, but it looks really interesting. So this is called Max Headroom. This is a 1987 television series, and like this guy's like computer generated, I guess. I think I saw a VHS of it somewhere, and I was like, that's really interesting. I'm pretty curious to see what this is all about. So I think it was maybe $10, and I was like, yeah, I'll pick up the entire series for that. All right, we are not doing very well on our slipcover count. So let's see if this package can fix it. And right off the top, I feel it. It does. So this is a Millennium Actress. I am really excited to watch this. I feel like this is one of those movies that will be coming to 4K, but I am really excited to watch this. This is from the director of Perfect Blue, I believe, and I love Perfect Blue. It's such a great film, and so really happy to have gotten this one. I've heard lots of great things about this, and so really happy to have been able to pick this up for, I think this might have been $10 as well. I wish their receipts said how much they were, not just, these are all the things you purchased. And it feels like we have another slipcover here. So this is the movie Orphan. I'm surprised they didn't put this out on 4K. But, I mean, somebody might. There is an Orphan 3 coming out, so maybe back around then they'll put this one out. But this is an upgrade to my collection. I had the original Blu-ray that came out, and this says that this is a new 2024 2K scan of the interpositive. So I guess for whatever reason, they only did a 2K scan and not a 4K scan. So maybe there's not a 4K scan out right now. But I am really happy to have gotten this. Same design on the... I wonder if it's double-sided. I guess I'll have to wait until I open it. Happy to have gotten that with a slipcover, though. So that's nice. We got another slipcover. This was one that is also an upgrade to my collection. I had the Blu-ray, and now I have the 4K of The Boy. This is a really interesting movie. I remember not hating this movie. I know a lot of people don't like the twist, and I know that there was a second one. I've never seen the second one, but I look forward to rewatching this one now that I have it on 4K and just kind of seeing what it was all about. I believe this was $10. I think Orphan was $10, and if I know there's another slipcover, and this one I think was also $10. This is The Haunting of Julia. So really happy to have this. I actually don't know too much about this film, but anytime you can get a 4K for $10, I think is a great day. Let alone a Scream Factory 4K for $10. It's like Christmas, which it's almost Christmas, so it works out pretty well. And I think this is going to be a little disappointing for this last one, because I think that these are, we'll see. There might not be, oh, no, it is. So I also picked up, I guess, which I don't remember ordering this many, but 5 clear Blu-ray cases. So I thought that I could do this for things that have, maybe I could replace some of my Scream Factory releases with this that have double-sided things, so then you can kind of see it a little bit better. The only problem is they are one disc. Let me see what this says, because I don't remember getting this many, but then I think maybe at one point I was like, oh, so I got 3 2-disc clear cases, and then I got 2 single-disc clear cases. I'm pretty sure these were $1 each. I should have got more. I regret it. Really what I need more of is clear DVD cases, but I don't think they had those. Alright, so that was everything that I got in this Scream Factory package. Yep, everything's gone. Now let me go through a couple of the things that I got from my second package from Scream Factory, as well as stuff that I ordered from Amazon and got. So the first one that I got, I believe this came from the Scream Factory package. This was another like $10 4K. This is the Wrath of Man. So I have not seen this. I don't even really remember too much about it, but I was like, you know what? $10 4K, let's pick it up. This one came from Amazon. This is Jerry. So this is a Gus Van Sant film with Casey Affleck, Matt Damon starring in it. It also was written by Casey Affleck, Matt Damon, and Gus Van Sant. So I look forward to checking this one out. It looked kind of interesting. I think that there's a lot of walking going on in this movie. So I think this is also was going out of print. So when it popped up on Amazon, I was like, you know what? I'll pick that one up. Might have been $10, might have been a little less. Not 100% sure, but it wasn't full price. That was all that matters. I also picked this up from Scream Factory. So this came from Scream Factory, Shout Factory together. Not one that I have seen, but I figured it's got Jane Fonda, it's got Lindsay Lohan in it. Let's give it a whirl. I picked this one up from Scream Factory as well. This is Willard. I really liked this movie. I need to rewatch it to see if I still really like it, but I was a big fan of Willard when I first watched it. I did a review on it on this channel, so you can look for that. I watched it during the pandemic, and I had the VHS of it. So I've only ever seen it on VHS, so I look forward to checking it out on Blu-ray now. So it's quite a step up. This was from Amazon. This is the Shaun the Sheep, the complete series. This was a thing that really had like interstitials during, I believe, like Disney Channel. So there was like little Shaun the Sheep interstitials throughout the, like you'd be watching Disney Channel and then it'd be like, all right, let's go to commercial, and then there would be a couple commercials, and then it'd be like a Shaun the Sheep little segment. So I was familiar with Shaun the Sheep, and I was like, I didn't know it had like 170 episodes or something like that. And so I believe this was $20. But I was like, you know what? I liked it when I was younger. Let's check it out as an adult. We also have Earwig and the Witch. This is a Studio Ghibli film and a steelbook. I believe this was $10 as well. This was an interesting one because whenever I first received this from Amazon, I opened up the package and it was a set of toothbrushes. I was like, what is that? And I thought that I had gotten one of those like scam packages where they just randomly send your product to, or send a product to somebody's address so that they can leave a review for it. And that's what I thought it was. And it turned out that I went on my Amazon and it said that this had been delivered. And I was like, that's what that is? And so I ended up returning the toothbrushes because it was not the right item. and then I was able to get this. So the second time is a charm. It is a slightly dinged up, but I mean, I'm not a super steelbook collector, so I don't really care that much. I also have Tales from the Hood. This is a movie that somebody that I follow on TikTok really likes. And so I was like, you know what? Let's give this one a shot and see what it's all about. I'm just now realizing that my camera has moved from where it was originally. You're a little further away than typical, but it's because there's giant boxes in front of me. So forgive me while you're watching this. This is the next thing. I got this from Shout Factory itself. I think it was down to like $35. So this is The Ring, The Ring 2, and Rings. I think arguably The Ring is one of the best J-horror films. I think it's J-horror. One of the best J-horror films to ever come out, remakes to ever come out of the United States. I need to rewatch Ring 2. I don't really remember too much about that. And I remember not hating Rings, but I do want to give that one another watch. And now I've got them all on 4K, so really happy about that. This came from Amazon. Oh my god. Now I've kind of fixed the camera, so there's going to be a little bit of craziness going on. So sorry about that. So I also got this from Amazon. This is Funeral Home. Don't know much about it, but it was really cheap. So I was like, you know what? I'll pick that one up, see what it's all about. This is one I love, this movie, and I was afraid that it had went out of print, so I paid probably a little more than I should have, like normal price, but I love this movie so much. This is Eight-Legged Freaks. So this has David Arquette in it and Scarlett Johansson. And this movie is so fun. I hate spiders, but there's just something about this movie that is fun. I love that they're stuck in a mall. I love that there's mines in this movie. And really, I could watch this any day of the week and absolutely love it. So really happy to have gotten this. Another movie that I watched during the pandemic that I remember really liking, and I know a lot of people don't, so I need to rewatch this. This is a Dracula 2000. So this does have a 4K scan. That's why I left it in the plastic in case they do, for whatever reason, decide to release a Dracula 2000 4K release. Will they? I don't know. But I remember really liking this when I watched it. I believe I also might have watched it on VHS when I first saw it in 2020 during the pandemic. But I loved that they were bringing Dracula, the actual character of Dracula, into the modern age. I feel like you don't see that very often, that all the Dracula retellings are basically period pieces, and didn't love that, so I do like that for sure. Need to rewatch it, make sure I still like it, but I remember liking it quite a bit when I first watched it. I also picked up Alligator 2. Have not seen Alligator, but that was one of the movies that I picked up from Best Buy on 4K when it came out. And Best Buy had it for like $13, and I was like, yeah, I'll pick up a Scream Factory 4K that came out for $13. So this is Alligator 2, so probably not as good, but I do look forward to checking that one out. I believe that came from Amazon. I don't know where Dracula 2000 came from. Probably Amazon as well. I think this came from Amazon. This is Sputnik. I remember hearing good things about this. I think that this is a Russian film about space and something coming back from space. So I look forward to seeing what this one is all about. I think, when did it come out? 2020/2021. So whenever it came out, I remember it being on a couple of the best of the year lists, so I wanted to pick that one up, check it out. This came from Amazon as well. This is Brotherhood of the Wolf. I have not seen this one, but I think it's in French. And I'm not sure if this is... I mean, it says Brotherhood of the Wolf, so is it a werewolf movie? I'm not 100% sure, but I wanted to pick this one up and definitely give it a watch. That one was pretty cheap too. That might have been like $15-ish. And then the last thing that I have that I picked up from Shout Factory is Mr. Bean, the whole Bean, the remastered 25th anniversary collection. So my mom talks about Mr. Bean all the time. It's kind of crazy. She references him pretty often. And so I wanted to get this, maybe watch a couple episodes with her, which I didn't realize, but there's only 14 Mr. Bean episodes, which is kind of crazy. I thought that it was a lot longer than that. But you know what? From what I've seen of Mr. Bean, I think that some of his stuff is pretty funny as well. So that is it for this Scream Factory, Shout Factory Extreme Haul. And I got one more left. So I will probably post this video, and then whenever the next one comes in, I haven't even got, or it hasn't even been shipped yet, so still waiting on that. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know if you were able to capitalize on this insane deal that we had from Shout Factory, from Scream Factory. And that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. And remember, if you're not already subscribed and you'd like to be, please hit that subscribe button down below and give this video a like if you liked it. Thank you guys for watching and have a great day. Bye.